What's up, family? We have just entered into a new month, and what an exciting time it is, as we just received word of multiple stimulus checks that are going out this month as well as next month. I've got the details to share with you in this video. Starting off, we just had good information within the last 24 hours, and President Biden just signed the debt ceiling bill. Yes, guys, a lot of Americans have been worried about this for at least 45 to 60 days or so, wondering whether or not the United States was actually going to default on its obligations if President Biden, as well as the House Speaker, Kevin McCarthy, were unable to come to a decision in regards to how and when to raise the debt ceiling limit. But the good news is that they made a lot of progress over the last week or so. And guys, they were able to come to an agreement on a bipartisan way to raise the debt ceiling limit. This is some awesome news, guys, which mind you that the Americans don't have to worry about Social Security recipients not being able to receive their monthly checks, as well as our SNAP EBT beneficiaries receiving their benefits as well, and a plethora of other information as well, guys. Not to mention, the United States will continue to be able to pay its obligations every single month. But again, guys, like I said, because of Congress, the House, and the Senate was able to pass this bill earlier this week or last week, President Biden was able to sign the bill late on Saturday evening. This is an amazing time, guys. Some amazing news, and the good news about this particular debt ceiling deal, they actually increased the debt ceiling limit to the year of 2025. So again, guys, we don't necessarily have to worry about this for over the next 24 months or so. But then again, guys, we will have a new president in the White House in which things may actually be a little bit different. I know right now, guys, the presidency as well as politics is raising some huge flags in regards to who is actually going to win the 2024 presidential election. But again, guys, we have a lot of great candidates on the table as well as some not so great candidates. But anyways, guys, we'll just have to see how all of that plays out. But for right now, the debt ceiling has been raised. So therefore, the United States won't have to worry about running out of money. Again, guys, kudos to President Biden as well as the House Speaker, Kevin McCarthy. And speaking of Kevin McCarthy, guys, he has been receiving a lot of praise because this is his first time being a House Speaker, and he was able to negotiate the entire debt ceiling bill that was introduced to Congress. As you can see right here, guys, Kevin McCarthy impressed the Senate GOP with a surprise win in the debt ceiling battle. So yes, guys, this was very important because Republicans were already talking about if he was unable to get this deal done, they were already talking about ousting him, removing him from being the House Speaker. But guys, he came forth, he came with it, and he battled on the battlefield every single day, every single week, every single month until he was able to get a deal on the table. And that is exactly what he did, guys. And so, like I said, he is receiving a lot of praise from the GOP members in the Senate, which is some very positive news for him. He does get to keep his job a little bit longer. So, but overall, guys, like I said, this affect millions of Americans in this country, and we can actually take this one off of our shoulders of being worrisome that we've all been struggling with. Guys, can you agree with me right here? But anyways, guys, like I said, this particular deal was brokered between the two, and it did see fruition in regards to the president signing this bill late on Saturday evening. So anyways, guys, we also received a little bit of good information on Friday morning, in which we received the economic numbers in regards to the jobs market. And yes, guys, it might shock you that the United States economy was able to add around 339,000 jobs to the labor market. Yes, guys, this is very good news. Now, on the face front, it looks like the economy is doing well, guys, because we are still hiring. Companies are still hiring, but guys, one thing that we do not see in regards to looking at an article like this, we don't see that majority of these people that started a new job, they were actually laid off from a previous job, or either they left a previous job. So we don't necessarily want to think that they are actually creating new jobs in addition to what they've already had. It looks like people were leaving job A, such as Facebook, having those thousands of people getting laid off from their jobs, and then basically going to work for Microsoft off, which also had layoffs as well. So anyways, guys, but the good news is that on paper, it does look like the economy is doing very well, hiring thousands of people, surprising those particular investors that are looking for the market to recover and to avoid a recession. So again, guys, we can do only one thing, which is to celebrate all of this great news that came out over the weekend. So again, guys, kudos to the United States, kudos to the president, kudos to the House Speaker, because a lot has been done over the last 72 hours or so, guys. So we definitely want to give praise because of this situation. Now, again, the U.S. economy added around 339 jobs for the month of May, guys. This is the report for the month of May. We just started June, so we just finished up the month of May. So, but anyways, like I said, give kudos right now while you can, because things may change overnight, guys. But speaking of change, guys, we haven't talked about this in such a long time, but we do need to talk about some new improved stimulus checks that are on the way. Right here, guys, you can see that stimulus payments are actually coming from multiple states in the month of June, guys. Well, look at right here, guys. We are in the month of June. This is some awesome news for some people, I must say, because not everyone is going to receive stimulus checks, because these particular stimulus checks that we are about to talk about, they are not on a federal level. They are only on a state level, which we have seen for quite some time, guys. But the good news is that some Americans actually need this, actually could use these additional stimulus checks, in which we have multiple states that we're just going to go over that are pretty much sending out stimulus payments this month as well as next month, guys. But anyways, guys, as you can see right here, that it says for the state of Idaho sent out tax rebates and special session rebates in the month of March and September of 2022. Those payments have been completed for residents that filed their tax returns on time. However, for those who got extensions to file later, rebates are continuing to be processed through the summer of this year, which we just entered into the summer. So that means some residents in the state of Idaho that were pretty much late on filing their tax returns, you might be surprised because you probably forgot about this, but you could potentially be able to receive a tax rebate. Yes, guys, this is for the state of Idaho. And then also, guys, we have the state of Illinois, in which back in October of last year was the last date that you could file for both the Illinois income tax rebate and the property tax rebate. Most of those payments have already been made. However, the state comptroller has indicated that payments will continue until all have been issued. So that means if you haven't yet received either one of these particular tax rebates, you could actually receive those very soon. You just need to file your income tax, guys. It is very important. Stop being late, because you are missing out on potential increase in your pockets in regards to stimulus payments, stimulus checks. But yes, guys, Illinois is saying that, look, you could be a recipient of the Illinois income tax rebate and the property tax rebate. So anyways, guys, hopefully that applies to you out there. But then we also have the state of Maine, in which they are saying that they have what's called a Maine winter energy relief payment that was introduced around the October timeframe last year, and payments ended up going out in January of this year and had essentially been completed. However, they are saying that now if you qualify for the payment but have not received one, you still have until June the 30th to contact the state tax assessor to prove your eligibility. Those who are approved may receive a rebate up until the date of September the 30th of this year. So you do have a lot of time to actually call them and apply for this. But guys, like I said, the deadline is June the 30th. So you need to do this ASAP. Don't wait, guys. This is money on the table, stimulus checks, and you definitely don't want to miss out on opportunity to receive these additional stimulus checks for you and your family, especially as the inflation rate continues to stay very, very high. It is very challenging for some families to just keep food on the table for them and their families. So you definitely don't want to miss out on that, guys. And then we also have the state of Massachusetts, which they began paying out a state tax refund back in November, and those payments are essentially over. Eligible filers were entitled for a refund of 14.03% of the 2021 Massachusetts state tax liability. Now, late filers do have until September of this year, September the 15th, to get their returns in and still qualify for the rebate, which will be paid about 1 month after the state processes their tax return. So again, guys, if you fit that description, you definitely have an opportunity to receive the additional stimulus checks for the state of Massachusetts. And also, guys, I know I interchanged the stimulus checks with the state tax refund or tax rebate, but anyways, guys, it is just free money that you did not necessarily think that you were getting. So we are definitely grateful for that. And then also the state of Montana, they were currently the only state offering a fresh stimulus package for the second half of 2023. Residents may qualify for a property tax rebate of up to $500 and or an income tax rebate of equal to the lesser of $2,500 for joint filers and $1,250 for other classifications as well, or their actual state tax liability. Income tax rebates will be paid between July and December the 31st of this year, while property tax rebates must be claimed online or via the U.S. mail between August the 15th and October the 1st of this year. So again, guys, Montana has its only statewide stimulus package. So you definitely want to be mindful of that and see whether or not you actually qualify for that, because this looks like it could be a hefty tax rebate as well as a stimulus check rebate between $500 and $2,500 depending on your family size. So anyways, guys, that is for Montana. And then lastly, guys, we do want to talk about the state of New Mexico, in which they have been offering 2 types of rebates to residents this year, one for taxpayers and one for those who are not required to file taxes. Now, the income tax rebate amounts to around $1,000 for joint filers and $500 for single filers and those that are married and filing separately. Those rebates will be paid out between the middle of June this month, guys. For those not required to file an income tax return, the amount is still being determined and will be paid out in the month of July next month, guys. So again, guys, you can see that there are various ways of receiving different forms of stimulus payments, stimulus checks, tax rebates, tax refunds, and all of the above. But regardless of that, guys, like I said, this is additional money for you and your family to help you out through these challenging times. You definitely don't want to miss out on this money. There are deadlines involved with each one of these states that we went over in this video. So if you need to, go ahead and rewind this video to check to see exactly when that deadline is. And guys, like I said, I keep encouraging you not to wait, not to procrastinate. Those people that do that, they end up losing all the money. So you don't want to be that person, guys. You want to act fast right after you hit the like button down below and you finish watching this video. But anyways, guys, hey, I hope all this information in this video was helpful to you today. Well, anyways, if you enjoyed this type of content and you want to see more, please go ahead, subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like today's video, then go ahead and hit the like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.